The tax break that made novated leasing one of, if not the best way to finance a vehicle is changing. The government has confirmed a 3-phase windback. And depending on when you act and the type of vehicle you're looking at, this decision could save you thousands on your EV purchase. Hey guys, my name is Mitch and I cover all things personal finance, specifically those that are going to impact the everyday Aussie's back pocket. And honestly, this topic has had quite a few questions coming my way since the May 2026 budget announcement. So in this video, I'm going to walk through what is changing, when exactly it's going to change, and how it will affect you depending on your circumstances. So I'm going to keep this one short and to the point, so let's get stuck into it. So just a quick overview for anyone new to this. When you novated lease a vehicle, your employer provides this through salary packaging as a benefit to you as the employee. Normally what happens is the ATO will see this as a fringe benefit and pass on the fringe benefit tax to your employer. And then this in turn gets passed to you as the employee benefiting from this. And so the FBT is something that a lot of people don't understand. And it's what makes taking a novated lease on a normal ICE vehicle quite a lot more expensive than what people may expect. But back in July 2022, the government passed on an exemption, a full FBT exemption for eligible electric vehicles. And that means zero FBT. So the entire lease cost, all of the running costs, everything that's going to actually cost you out of your back pocket normally to pay for this vehicle can be taken out of your pre-tax salary. And on a well-priced EV, there is absolutely no way that you can match this with a standard car loan. And this is the benefit that is now being wound back. So with the government announcing the changes to this in May this year, here is exactly what's going to happen in each stage. Okay, so key date, 31st of March 2027. From now until then, nothing at all changes. So you can still go and purchase an EV under the luxury car tax threshold, which is just over 91,000, and you'll get the full discount, everything taken out pre-tax. So if you've got one in the pipeline, you have nothing to worry about. And the best thing is if you do enter that lease, you will lock it in for the entire lease. So it's a 4-year lease, no problem at all. It's going to be locked in. Key date number 2 is from the 1st of April 2027 to the 31st of March 2029. And this is where the first split happens. So EVs priced below 75,000 will have no change and still get the full discount. Anything priced between 75,000 and 91,387, which is the luxury car tax threshold, will only have a discount of 25% applied. So with the full exemption disappearing here and only the 25%, it is a significant change for anyone looking at a higher end EV model purchased with the help of a novated lease. Okay, and the big date, 1st of April 2029. And from this date, going forward as a permanent change, all EVs will only receive the 25% discount. So no longer a full FBT exemption, which is going to be a significant impact on the EV market and those looking to purchase with the help of a novated lease. And the big question was always around, what about the people who are in leases or just about to go in them? And I addressed it very quickly before, but essentially the grandfathering of these leases is in place. So if you've got a current arrangement and it is a long-term arrangement, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. They're not going to change the terms on you or anything like this. Your lease that you took out will be in effect until the end of the term. And that same logic applies for anyone who is entering a lease up until those key dates. So if you've got one of those high-end EVs on order, then before 31st of March 2027, no problem at all. You can jump into that lease and still get the full exemption. But after that date, just be mindful, it's going to drop back with a significant reduction to only 25%. One important caveat with all of this though is if you've got that longer term lease and then for some reason you have to change it, I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen if you were to say change employers or significantly change your lease terms. So if you are in that position and you do have that long-term lease, it's probably something worth getting some advice around before you make that change. So let me break it down by situation. If you're in the market for an EV, which is $75,000 or above, so maybe something like a Tesla Model Y Performance, a Polestar, BMW iX, then the key date for you and the deadline that matters is 31st of March 2027. Enter the lease before that date and you lock in the full exemption to FBT and save yourself thousands and thousands of dollars. Wait until after that date, and the best discount you're going to get is a 25% exemption on the FBT, which is a meaningful change and going to cost you, if you're looking at something priced under $75,000, so your BYD Atto 3s, your Seals, MG4s, base model Tesla, the full exemption continues until 31st of March 2029. So you certainly have a lot more runway with those vehicles, but after that date, it's going to be, again, a huge change back down to only the 25%. So if you want the full benefit, the clock is ticking. And if you've been on the fence at all, guys, about purchasing an EV specifically under a novated lease, then there is honestly no better time than the current window. And so this might be the thing that helps you to make that decision if it is something that you've been really leaning towards doing. These benefits, once gone, are not coming back. One thing to note, if people are actually fully new to this, the plug-in hybrids, they're getting more and more common, but these particular vehicles are not part of this program at all. So they're not eligible for any discount under a novated lease. They're just going to be getting the standard rules which apply. Okay, so to summarize, the full EV FBT exemption is being phased out in 3 stages. 2027 for your higher priced EVs, 2029 for everything else. Existing leases are protected, and all new leases taken out prior to the cutover dates will maintain all of the eligible discounts they have at the time of taking the lease for the entire life of their lease. And the benefit is not disappearing entirely. The 25% discount from that 2029 date will remain indefinitely for all EVs until the government provides any further direction. So the window to buy is certainly closing, and the benefits you can get with this particular product are significant. So it may be time for you to act. And guys, if you have made it this far and you have seen some benefit from this information or any of my other videos, if you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, it would be a huge help to me and my continued motivation to grow this channel and provide information for all of you. And guys, if a little bit of this has gone over your head, I do have a novated lease transparency calculator that you can grab and see how it might affect your take-home pay. Well, there's plenty of resources available online to do your research on that, or even some of my other videos. If you want to take a look at those, they go down into far more detail on how these novated leases can impact your take-home pay, whether it be on an EV or a standard ICE vehicle. Otherwise, guys, that's it for this video. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Hopefully you got some benefit out of that, and I'll see you in the next one.